Hey you guys, it's Caitlin. Today I am sharing a toddler snack ideas video. If you are new to my channel, I'm Caitlin. I make motherhood and lifestyle videos on this channel. Lots of cooking and cleaning and all kinds of videos of that sort. So make sure you stay tuned, hit subscribe, and we'll get right into the snacks.
For this recipe, you're just going to need a can of garbanzo beans that will be drained and rinsed, and then you'll also need a packet of ranch seasoning. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and then we're just going to be drying off the garbanzo beans. Just be really gentle so they don't break or anything. Once the beans are dry, go ahead and place them in a bowl, and then we're going to be adding a tablespoon of oil and half a packet of ranch seasoning mix. And then you're just going to go ahead and mix that all together. Place your beans onto a baking sheet, and then you're just going to want to spread them around evenly so that they are baked all the way through. Place them into the oven, and then we're going to be wanting to stir them about every 10 minutes. Mine took about 40 minutes to roast, but you're going to want to roast them until they're nice and crunchy and golden brown. This next recipe is super simple. You're just going to take a wheat tortilla and then add some peanut butter to that. And then just take a banana and put some slices on there. I like to split my banana in half first just because for my son, he's a toddler and I want to make sure that it is not a choking hazard for him. So I want to make the pieces nice and small. And then I just cut this up into strips and serve it to him. And he loves this for breakfast, lunch, or for a snack. So it's a really good one for him. For the yogurt bark, I like to use whole milk yogurt just because my son is only 1. So I like to give him the extra fat and the calories. So just add however much you want into a bowl. I like to use almost the full container of Greek yogurt, and then I leave a little bit in there. And then I like to add honey and vanilla to mine, but you could really add whatever you like. The options are endless. You could do melted peanut butter or chocolate chips or really whatever you want. So just mix that all together and then add that onto a lined baking sheet. I used wax paper. Parchment paper works as well, but you're going to want to use something so you're able to get the yogurt bark off of that after we put it in the freezer. I'm using a frosting spatula to spread mine around. I just think it works really well. It makes it nice and smooth, and it just works very, very well. But you could definitely use just a spoon or a knife or anything that you have on hand. On this particular day, I decided to top mine with strawberries, but we also really like peaches or really any kind of fruit. Peanut butter is really good mixed throughout this, and we really like that as well. Go ahead and stick that in the freezer for about an hour to 2 hours, just until it really sets firmly. And then once it's done, you're just going to take it out and cut it, and it'll make nice little squares of yogurt bark. This is so nice for snacks or for breakfast. My son really enjoys it, and it's way less messy than giving him regular yogurt. Obviously, you're just going to want to store this one in the freezer, and that is it for this recipe. These Cheerio snack bars are super simple and easy, and my son really enjoyed them. And they only have 3 ingredients, which is very, very nice. So I'm taking 3/4 of a cup of natural peanut butter, and then I'm also going to do 1/2 cup of honey. and you're just going to melt those together in a saucepan on medium heat. Once those have melted together, you're just going to add 3 cups of Cheerios into a bowl. And then add the peanut butter and honey mixture right over top of the Cheerios and mix it all together. I lined mine with wax paper, and then you're just going to press the Cheerio mixture into the pan and let it set in the fridge. I put my bars in the fridge for about an hour, and that seemed about perfect. I took them out and then I cut them into bars and served them. Any of the leftovers you're going to want to make sure to keep in the fridge just so they stay nice and firm. But they were very, very good, and they lasted for a few days for us. For the banana and chocolate chip muffins, you're just going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and then add in a 1/2 cup of margarine or butter into a stand mixer. And then you're going to just be gradually adding in 1 cup of sugar. You see me making a double batch, but I'm going to be giving you the recipe for a single batch of banana bread. And I will also leave the recipe in the description box below. While that was creaming together, I like to get my pans ready. So I just spray those down with a little bit of oil to help the muffins not stick. Add in 2 eggs, and then you can add some vanilla if you want as well. And then you're going to be adding in 3 or 4 bananas, just depending on what you want. You can mash them beforehand if you'd like, but I'm lazy and I just let my stand mixer do the work. I just have to mix it on a little bit of a faster speed and it works just fine. Then we're going to add in our dry ingredients. So 1 cup of wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then a cup of regular flour. You could do 2 cups of the regular flour if you want to, but I like to do 1 cup whole wheat just for extra nutrition. And then add the chocolate chips to taste. I always like to use mini chocolate chips, and I would say I added about a cup for a double batch. So for a single batch, I would do about 1/2 cup personally, but it's really up to you how much chocolate you want. And you could also totally admit this. And then you're just gonna, of course, fill up your muffin tins. I would say I do mine about 3/4 of a way full. You don't want to overfill them or they're just gonna be a mess. And then you'll just pop those in the oven, and those take about 15 minutes depending on your oven. Just insert a toothpick in the center and you'll know when they're done once they're golden brown and the toothpick comes out clean. And these are super good, and they also freeze really well. One snack that we like is almond butter crackers with some peppers, and then another one would be cheese, oranges, and some cucumbers on the side.
Well, that is it for all of these snacks for this video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit subscribe and tell me in the comments down below which of these recipes you try and which one was your favorite. Thanks for watching. Bye.